Adam, 1-0 loss at home to Tamworth, first loss of the season, unbeaten run comes to an end. How do you view that performance?
Thought it was a good performance. Don't really think we've done much wrong, to be honest, and we've obviously found ourselves losing the game. What we didn't do was we didn't capitalise on the chances that we had and the dominance that we had in the game, partly through poor finishing, mixed in with super goalkeeping. He made two top saves, one in the first half down to his right off Stefan, and then one up to his left right in the top corner off Jamie Allen second half. And and just probably just not enough anticipation and desire to go and put balls that were scrambling in their 6-yard box off our set plays in the back of the net. 2 or 3 the keepers just pounced on, but it's there scrambling around. There's a tap in there for someone. We just didn't do enough. We didn't do enough to get the ball over the line, and that's what's most frustrating, because we've played really well. Thought we had good control generally throughout the game. Like I said, created some really good opportunities, and in the main defended quite well, other than a couple of errors that we made that gave them a one-on-one, which Cameron saved. We dealt with the threat that they pose generally pretty well, I felt, all game, because they're a big physical side. They put the ball in the box, every opportunity, and set plays, they're big, they're strong, good deliveries, and the one time that we've not really dealt with, first contact, they've scored, and it's fortuitous. I mean, starting with the award of the free kick, it's never a foul. I'm not going to get going on him because he's just completely incompetent. If I'm incompetent at my job, I lose my job. If he's incompetent, he'll get a game Tuesday. Just, it's never a foul in a million years. And but saying that, we've then got to defend the ball that comes into the box, and we didn't do. Probably 30 seconds before the award of that foul, we should have scored. We had a couple of really good chances, and we didn't score, and we've obviously then gone and conceded a goal from a set play, which we knew they were so strong at. So it's a bit of a slap in the face today, but I've no real issues with our overall performance. I thought the players played well, and we just didn't quite do enough. But we shouldn't lose if we can't win.
As you say, we dominated the majority of the match, having several chances. We even had the ball in the back of the net. How refreshing is it to see your players just continue going, keep going throughout the match?
They will do. They never stop. They never give up. They keep going. Goal disallowed. Baffling decision. Really, again, an explanation. 2 different explanations given. One to me, one to Sam. It's so soft for it to be disallowed. I haven't seen Marcus Posher get, like it's up against Stone Cold Steve Austin at the back post in our box, and nothing's getting awarded. And we go and, in my opinion, get a perfectly good goal disallowed for very, very little. So just disappointing, and first goal in games like this is massive, because they obviously have to come out a little bit, gives you a bit more space, and we can then use our threat on the break a little bit more. But when teams playing those kind of like low blocks, like we do so many times ourselves, they're equally good at it. The lads kept going right till the very end, but just wasn't our day today.
Unlike last Saturday, you were able to control the ball a lot more. I'm sure that's something that you'd love to see, every single week.
Well, yeah, obviously you would, but it's not that straightforward. Last week we came up against a team that was in League 2 2 years ago. Crazy budget, good side, and we had to play similar to how Tamworth have played today. Today obviously we're at home. We want to be positive. We want to win games. Everywhere, but particularly here. And we want to play forward. We want to play with energy, and and have control of games. And I felt we did today. was probably a little bit disappointed with the atmosphere in the stadium today, to be honest. And I don't think it helped the players. You know, you go away to clubs and, you know, if the team's losing the game, you know, the fans are trying to suck the ball into the goal, and I just felt it was pretty flat here today, to be honest. You know, it was loads of energy at the start of the game, and I just felt it got quieter as the game went on, and it doesn't help the players. You know, we're obviously, everybody's had a good month because we've you know, we were unbeaten coming into today, and everybody's getting giddy because we're second in the table after 6 games, which is, you know, daft really. But, you know, if you're 1-0 down at home and you've got over half an hour to play, we need more. The players need and deserve more. So, you know, that's, you know, maybe something for the people on the outside of the white lines to take into consideration.
As you touched on before, the goal that we did concede did come from a set piece. Cam Mason seemed to be quite unlucky as it drifted over his head.
Yeah, sometimes you get that, don't you? You know, the lad's got up and it's one of them loopy ones, and it's just nestled in the far corner. You know, it's a good header. He's put it back across goal, and obviously it makes it really difficult for Cameron because it's too high for him to go and affect it, and he's backpedaling with bodies around him. So, fortuitous, I'd say, for them. But you know, look, it's gone now, and we've just got to get ready for Tuesday.
With the subs coming on about midway through the second half, they gave a massive boost to our chase for an equaliser, just coming short. But how good is that to see that when they come on, they really want to prove something?
Well, yeah, absolutely. But they should do. You know, and let's have it right. You know, the lads who come off the bench, you know, they could all be starting. Do you know what I mean? The good players. You know, but we played really well last week at Warrington, and you know, I felt that, you know, a couple of players who came into the team on Monday, that they deserved their opportunity to stay in the team. And I don't think they played particularly poorly. You know, maybe a little bit, you know, maybe a bit wasteful at times, but you know, I say it all the time that our strength is the group and the team. It's not individuals. You know, there's no individual any more important than the next man. You know, everybody will have the role to play, and, you know, if you start the game, be at it. You know, if you come on, be at it. And you know, I thought, yeah, they came on and they gave us an injection of energy, and we just needed to try, you know, and give them a few different things to think about. But today just wasn't to be.
With that in mind, Adam Barton was picked out as the man of the match. I heard that it was quite a hard decision considering everyone did play incredibly well. Yeah,
but I think pretty much every game, everybody's played well. You know, we've lost today, but we haven't played poorly. We haven't been bad and been beaten. I think individual, you know, performance levels in general have been fairly high, you know, in all the games that we've played. So, you know, I thought Adam today was, you know, very, very good. But he always is, you know what I mean? He probably doesn't always get the appreciation maybe in the past that he deserves, but he's phenomenal. You know, he's a great footballer, but his appetite and attitude and work rate, you know, he's always right at the top of the running stats. And I think for him to have that motivation to keep doing it at his age, considering the levels that he's played at, you know, I think it's just testament to him as a man, really. And you know, it's what we expect now, and everybody, you know, knows what the levels and the standards are.
It would be remiss of me not to cover the two contentious issues at the end of the match. First, that penalty shout with Hayhurst, and then that leading to an off-the-ball incident with Matthews. How did you view that?
Honestly, I thought didn't look like there was a lot of contact on Will. That was my you know, what I saw at the time. The lads are adamant that he's got a good, you know, hand on his shirt, and it's a penalty. So I'll have to watch that one back. The off the ball thing with Devon, didn't really see it. To be honest, I was, you know, watching kind of what was going on elsewhere on the pitch. But, you know, the lad had come on, he was giving it Devon from the minute, you know, and he didn't get dealt with, didn't get booked, you know, one say wrestled into the ground, didn't even get, you know, talking to, and you know, if you don't deal with situations like that, then there's gonna be comings together throughout the game, and you know, if he did him, but I didn't see anything.
Finally, we move on to Tuesday, another quick turnaround for the lads. Peterborough Sports, a long trip down south. How do you going into that one?
Well, yeah, just the next game, isn't it? You know, it's going to be tough. We obviously went there a couple of times last year, won in the FA Cup, drew on a Tuesday night in the league 0-0. So, you know, we obviously been there before. We know what to expect. You know, they're a decent outfit, particularly at home. Similar to today, really big, strong, physical, quite direct. You know, good threat from set plays. So it's going to be tough, particularly with the travelling as well midweek. So it's going to be a tough game, but you know, we've just got to go and try and, you know, win the next game as we always do. You know, I'll be saying exactly the same now, even if we, you know, had a different result today. So we just got to, you know, rest up, recover right, and be ready to go on Tuesday.
Cheers, Adam.
Cheers.
All right, mate.